Alright, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in yesterday's recap, I talked about the idea where ES is likely establishing a wider balance, and we could expect responsive buyers to be active at support. We had the main support zone at 14 to 16.5 below, and 17 ended up being the overnight low, and ES found some responsive buyers there, found some support at 1775 to 1975, established a little balance, and then shot up towards the 29 area where the breakdown started in the overnight session. At this point, heading into the open, the key levels that we're going to be focusing on include the 24 to 26 micro bull bear zone and yesterday's low at 23.25. And as long as we're holding those areas, there's a good shot at testing 35 to 37. In between 30 to 32 is the primary hurdle, which is basically where ES was balancing for the last couple of days. That's the breakdown area from yesterday, so it is a key area on the upside. If we fail to take out 30 to 32, then we can expect a rotation back down towards the 23s or the 25.25, 25.5 prior close and VPOC area. If we break below 23.25, that would confirm the short-term weakness, bringing the 1775 to 1975 pre-market support into play. That's basically where the S&P balanced in the overnight session. There's still a chance for buyers to be active there on first test. In the event that we do break pre-market support, 11 to 14 is the next area below that, and going with the theme and idea of the S&P balancing and establishing a wider balance at this point, bigger picture, it means that we can still expect responsive buyers to be active at the 11 to 14 zone as well, and we can still expect balancing activity off of that zone, and expect buyers to be active there. On the upside, the main upside target is 35 to 37, and there's even potential to head up to 39 to 40 before the market really finds aggressive sellers in this environment. 30 to 32 is really the main hurdle in the short term, and if we take that out, then 35 to 37 becomes a high odds objective, and 39 to 40 is a spot where the sellers can enter, and S&P can start balancing, and we can see some better rotational moves. But 35 to 37 is a very good spot to take profit if you're long. So right now, heading into the open, the main focus is still going to be more on the long side rather than the short side. Overnight we did see a decent amount of weakness in yesterday's session. Sellers were in control in the afternoon all the way through the overnight. So, at this point off the open, we can either get a failure at 30.32 and head lower down to 23.25, perhaps check for some buyers right at yesterday's low or a little bit below it. And then depending on how well the buyers hold 23.25 and 24 to 26, that's really what's going to tell us whether 35 to 37 is in play, or if the sellers are simply in control at this point after yesterday's break from the 2-day balance, and that would bring the 11 to 14 zone into play. So those are really the main ideas. Either we're going to fail here and sellers are going to be more aggressive, pushing it down to 11 to 14, or we're going to maintain the buying activity off of the overnight balance and head up to 35 to 37. So those are really the two high odds objectives: upside 35 37, downside 11 to 14. So those are really the main ideas. The Philly Fed survey is really the main economic catalyst at this point during regular trading hours. So in the first 30 minutes we can still see some kind of back and forth. There can still be a little bit of a struggle here, and then once the econ reports are out of the way, then we can get some directional conviction in this market. But bigger picture, if you just zoom out, S&P is basically establishing a wider balance area at this point. If you are watching the other markets, keep an eye on NQ to see if it's holding above the 3650 area. That would tell us that there is some strength here in NQ as well. So just keep an eye on like 49 to 51. That's a good zone to watch in the Nasdaq. And on the Russell, if we can get above the 53 to 55, that would confirm some upside strength, and that's really one of the key levels in the Russell. Aside from that, a note about tomorrow. I am going to be traveling later today. I'm actually flying over to Dubai. I have a flight later this afternoon, so there won't be a trade plan video tomorrow morning. There will still be a trade plan, and the key levels will still be posted, unless I have some internet issues or connectivity issues. But since I'll be flying over, I definitely won't be able to hop on the mic. I don't think they're going to get good sound quality from 40,000 feet. So just a note about tomorrow, just so you guys know. So no trade plan video tomorrow morning, but the levels and the written trade plan should still be posted. Alright, so that being said, those are really the main ideas. Let's see how well we hold up the 23s and yesterday's VPOC, and we'll take it from there.